Hello students, welcome to RiceIce YouTube channel. I am Amit Kiran Choudhury. Today is in our deep analysis, we are going to discuss about maritime geopolitics, that is the Strait of Hormuz crisis. In today's The Hindu newspaper, there is an article, Change Reality. What is the reality? Reality is the crisis, the danger in Strait of Hormuz, the dependency on a narrow strait, that is Strait of Hormuz. So at first we should see the what is Strait of Hormuz. So there is a map. This is a Persian of Gulf. Okay, the we all know that ki Strait of Hormuz is situated in Arabian Sea, that is Indian Oceans, and it links Strait of Hormuz link Persian Gulf to Arabian Sea or Indian Oceans. Okay, so in prelims perspective, we should know that the surrounding Strait of Hormuz, that is Iran. This is Iran, Strait of Hormuz, the eastern sides, and the western sides, that is Oman. Okay, then UAE. Okay, so main just stakeholders in Strait of Hormuz, that is UAE, Oman, and Iran. Okay, so Strait of Hormuz is very important. We already discussed the significance of Strait of Hormuz. That is the 80% of natural gas, most of the oils, okay, are coming from Strait of Hormuz region, okay, Persian Gulf. So the state is very important. But today we discuss what is the recent issues. We should know the background of the crisis. If we historically think that big powers always control the choke points, which points are basically important for business purposes, and that shows their power, their dominance. So global superpowers like UK previously dominate. We all know that Suez Canal, and then USA now dominate these things. Dominate what is they dominate Persian Gulf. They try to dominate Persian Gulf. They try to dominate Strait of Hormuz. Okay, they dominate Suez Canal. So then after that, the China also rules the sea, like South China Sea. They provoke in South China Sea to the Philippines and Vietnam's. Also they warned other countries ki not involved in that region. So historically, if we see that ki all the superpowers are trying to control the main choke points of economy. Okay, then Indian contrast. So जितना सुपर पावर लोग अपना पकड़ मजबूत कर रहे हैं, उतना ही इंडिया का उतना ही जो पोजीशन है बहुत ही वल्नरेबल है. कैसे? हम लोग का शिपिंग सेक्टर जो है वो भी वीक है. शिपिंग का जो लेन है, जो पर्शियन गल्फ, जो स्ट्रेट ऑफ हॉर्मुज, स्ट्रेट ऑफ बाल ए मंदेव जो कि रेड सी के उधर है, तो ये जो चीजेज है, तो वो भी हम लोग का बहुत ही वीक है. हम लोग का मेरिटाइम जो सिक्योरिटीज है, तो ये एक बहुत ही क्राइसिस लाइक सिचुएशन है. ना हम लोग के पास खुद का शिपिंग का फ्लीट है, ना हम लोग सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड कर पा रहे. वी ऑल नो दैट कि 3 इंडियंस जो सी फेयरर्स था यूएस स्ट्राइक्स में, वो लोग दे आर डाइड. ओके, सो दिस इज द इश्यूज ऑफ पायरेसी, दिस आर इश्यूज ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जोन्स. बट नाउ we discuss the Strait of Hormuz strategic choke point. Geopolitical leverage, we all know that the choke point is Strait of Hormuz regulate our 80% of our natural gases এবং above 40% of our oils. Okay, so this is the issue. And then now Iran strategic gains. What is Iran strategic gains? So the recent conflicts, after if we analyze the results, we all know that the Irans gain the war. Okay, so these are their strategic gains. And the new maritime order. What is new maritime order? Now Iran announced a creation of Persian Gulf Strait Authority. What is the authority name? Persian Gulf Strait Authority. So Persian Gulf Strait Authority, what they do, they regulate the shippings in that lane. Okay, they collect taxes from the fish. They collect taxes from the merchants navy. Okay, for their security, they assume that provide security to the merchant navy, that fleet. Okay, so they collect toll tax. Then challenges for India. What are the challenges for India? If we read the article, we'll see that the challenges is in energy vulnerability, and it is very clear that our petrol prices, diesel prices, our LPGs also the prices are increased. Okay, so the reason is the issues of Persian Gulf, energy vulnerability. Second, inadequate cavern strong. Cavern storage का क्या issues है? Cavern storage is a similar is strategic oil reserve. We all already know that strategic oil reserves. So oil reserves in cavern. Okay, so what is cavern? That is salt mine. Okay, so strategic oil reserve is also very minimum for India. Okay, then commercial shipping deficits. We have minimum Indian flagship. We rent foreign ship to carry our goods. Okay, so this is the main issue. Then strategic vulnerability. What is strategic vulnerability? We heavily dependent on a particular geography. Particular geography means Persian Gulf. We heavily depend 80% of our LNG coming from Persian Gulf. So this is a very strategic vulnerability. Then geopolitical policy missteps. What is missteps? Geopolitical policy. See, there is a options in Iran. So that is Gwadar port. Okay. So Gwadar port is developed by India. Gwadar, there is a there is a two ports. It is Gwadar port and then Chabahar port. So Chabahar port in Iran is developed by India, and Gwadar ports is counter to counter of Chabahar port is counter to Gwadar port. Gwadar port in Pakistan. So we left Chabahar port in Iran because of US sanctions. Okay, to please USA kind of. So this is the reasons now we suffer most. If Chabahar port is active, then we can take our natural gas oils from Chabahar ports. So these are major geopolitical policy missteps. Okay, then new transit hegemony. New transit hegemony, what is that? The Persian Gulf Strait Authority. This is our new challenges. Iran set up that authority and they collect tolls from that area. So these are new hegemonic creations. Okay, so these are challenges. And then global response. What is the global response? UAE aggressively pushing zero Hormuz dependency strategy. What that means? UAE wants to avoid the narrow lane. They use a land way like Saudi Arabia, Oman's, or pipeline, undersea pipeline to supply their or to export their oils and natural gas. Okay, and then way forward. What is the way forward? What should I do? What should we do? Okay, diversification of supply chains. We should uh, diversify our supply chains from a particular region to overall geography. Something like we should avoid 80% of our gas needs from a particular region. We should take it from Russia, we should take it from USA, should take it from Africa, Latin America. So diversification of supply chains. And then infrastructure resilience. We should focus on infrastructures like cavern storage, that is strategic petroleum resource storage, reviving alternative trade routes like IMEC corridor. We all know that IMEC, India, Middle East, Europe corridors, and then INS, International North-South Transport Corridor, IN North-South Transport Corridor, INSTC. तो ये जो अल्टरनेटिव ट्रेड रूट्स है, कॉरिडोर्स है, उसको रिवाइव करना चाहिए. देन स्ट्रेटेजी स्ट्रेंथनिंग द शिपिंग सेक्टर्स. वी शुड फोकस ऑन बिल्डिंग आवर शिपिंग सेक्टर. We are 1.5 billion people. We're fourth, fifth largest economy in the world. So we should have our own shipping industry. We should have own container industry. We should not import container from China. We should not lease ship from Western countries. That cannot be a good solution. Okay, so we should build our own career. And strategic partnerships. We should strategic partnership with other countries for resilient supply chains. Okay, Then conclusions: for India, reducing dependence on the Strait of Hormuz is no longer just a economic goal. It is a graduated into an absolute strategic necessity for national security. Okay, if there is no oil, we can't run our ships, can't run our fighter jets, so we can't win war. From economically, for defense related, in every point of view. Then model questions. So after reading the article, you should attempt the questions. Okay, the question is a 15 marker, so answer it in 15 minutes and submit to our websites. Okay, we'll evaluate it and upload it. So for further current affairs preparations, please visit our websites. There is a details notes. We will upload the notes there. Okay, and follow our YouTube channels and websites for preparations. Thank you, students. All the best.